I'm Brian Tolliver. I'm the school resource officer at Wiley Middle School, but this past school year I was also one of the coaches for our baseball team. I just want to take a few minutes to hand out a couple awards from our baseball season. The first award I'd like to hand out is the Most Improved Player Award. I would like to hand this out to Sean Lewis. Sean did most of our pitching this year, and I enjoyed watching him progress into a better pitcher. The second award I would like to hand out is the Coach Choice Award. This young man played in our infield, always had a positive attitude, and I enjoyed coaching him. This goes to Landon Suber. The last award I'd like to hand out is our MVP award, our Most Valuable Player Award. This young man was one of the leaders on our baseball team, and we called on him to do a couple jobs for us. He caught for us, he pitched for us, and he played first base. This young man has a lot of baseball talent. I would like to hand out this MVP award to Nasir Blackman. Thank you for a wonderful baseball season, and I'm looking forward to it until the fall.
Hey everyone, we're going to start off with the awards for our girls golf team, and we're going to start with the Coaches Award, and our Coaches Award goes out to Sadie Meacham. Sadie did everything we asked for. She's sweet and she's a good golfer, and everything we needed, Sadie would do. No questions asked. Our next one is the Most Improved. The Most Improved goes to Ava Stripling. Ava started with us last year, very, very nervous, but excited to learn, and she enjoyed it and had a lot of fun with it. Whether she played good or not, she still had a lot of fun. And our MVP goes out to Chandler Welsh. Chandler was a leader on our team. She helped a lot of other golfers, young golfers, would help them with techniques when I wasn't around to help them coach. She was there to kind of be a coach on the course, even if I wasn't there. She sometimes coached me and helped me out a lot. So that's our Girls Golf Awards. Next, we're going to move to our boys. Our boys Coaches Award goes to Paul Yates. Any of the golfers on the team knows that Paul was our kind of comedian on our golf team. He has a dry sense of humor, and if you don't really know him, then you haven't seen that part. But out there on the course, he has a lot of fun and keeps it light. Our most improved was sixth grader James Edmondson. Okay, so starting out, James started out a little rough, but he came along and had a lot of fun, kind of lightened the mood on some of his teammates, and he had a lot of fun out there, and he definitely improved throughout the season. And our MVP goes to Harper Patterson. Harper led our team. He was our leader for our boys out there. He was our number one. He was our A-man. He had a great golf game, great composure on the course. Our golf team overall, girls and boys, we played in the championship, and we finished third this year. So congratulations on our golf team for the 2019 season. Congratulations to all the team, the whole roster, girls and boys, and congratulations to the award recipients. Thank you.
Girls cross country this year achieved our initial goal of the season of finishing top 5 in the county for the 4th year in a row. We would have liked to finish higher, but we will take that top 5 finish as it keeps our streak going. This year's team came in with a very solid top 5 runners, which is a great thing to have as long as you stay injury free. The problem we had was we had a big gap back to our 6, 7, 8 runners. And one girl, as the season went on, decided that gap was going to close. And she really closed that gap. By the end of the season, the question wasn't how far behind our top 5 would she be, but how close was she going to finish today. This year's most improved runner, Morgan O'Sullivan. When it comes to running, there are a lot of things you can teach. But one thing that is almost impossible to teach is when someone runs and they get to that point where they cannot go any farther, which we call hitting the wall. And they just pull out that metaphorical sledgehammer and just knock that wall down and keep going. This year we had someone who did that every single race. And for that, she gets the Coaches Award, and that is Campbell Dean. This year's Runner of the Year, she spent her 6th and 7th grade years stuck behind the best runner in school history. She is the second best runner in school history and one of only 5 girls in county history who have been a 3-time all-county performer in this sport. This year's Run of the Year is Chandler Welsh.
Our softball awards go as follows. MVP, Kendall Frass. Most Improved, Scarlett Krioski. Coaches Award, Ruby Ferree. Congratulations.
Okay, and now our 2019-2020 Conference Champions Girls Varsity Basketball team. Let me say on behalf of myself and Coach Scott that we had a really tough time choosing the recipients of these awards. Our first Coach's Award goes to a young lady who lifted up her teammates, whether she played or not, and gave 100% anytime she was on the floor. If she was asked to do something, she was going to do it to the best of her ability, and sometimes that even meant being all the way out of breath. This award goes to Karis Tuck. Our second Coach's Award goes to a young lady who was our go-to for a lockdown defender when we needed to slow somebody down on offense, and that is none other than Chandler Welsh. Our most improved player this season made tremendous growth from the first day of tryouts to the end of the season. She doesn't know this, but she went from almost not even making the varsity team to being a starter and a huge contributor. She grew in confidence, knowledge, and skill, and that is Annie Kaufman. Finally, our most valuable player played almost every minute of every game. She's humble and soft-spoken, but she was our leader in games and practice with her voice and her play. If she couldn't score herself, she was looking to get her teammates involved. She was always encouraging of her teammates. She was our floor general. She controlled the ball and the tempo of the game, and we knew we could rely on her to handle the pressure in clutch situations. And this young lady is Elliot Jessup. Congratulations, y'all. Just want to say again how proud we are of you guys. I hope through all the yelling and why and everything else that you guys know how much we love you, how much we appreciate being able to coach you, and how much fun we really had. I hope you guys learned something and had a ball too. Love you. Bye.
Our boys' soccer season did not go as planned. We did not get as many wins as we wanted, but the boys still played hard. So today I have 3 awards to give out. The first one is our offensive MVP. This was not a hard choice as he led us in goals this year and was very important to any attack we had. And the few games we did not have him for, it showed in our attack. This year's offensive MVP is Benjamin Mills-Tarmy. For defensive MVP, I had a choice between 3 players who all deserve this award. One covered up everyone in the back, one ran the back line, but the third one, multiple coaches on other teams came up to me after the game and said, "That goalie of yours is really good. He's the best one we've played against this year. He kept you guys in this game." This year's defensive MVP, Baras Moanadi. And for our overall MVP, he could have led us in goals scored, but instead of leading us in goals scored, he sacrificed his offensive game to help us out defensively and try and keep us in games. And because of this sacrifice, it made the team better. Even then, he was our second leading scorer and led us in assists. The soccer team's overall MVP this year is Angel Toscano Ruiz.
Hey everyone, we're going to do the JV Boys Basketball Team Awards. First thing before we get into the awards, I just want to talk about how much fun this year was. We had a lot of fun. This team was awesome. They had great energy, great kids. It was, I can't tell you more enjoyable experience that I've had as a coach than with this JV Boys Basketball team. And I hope they felt the same way. It was just a fun season. Yeah, we had our ups and downs just like any season, but it was so much fun, and I enjoyed every minute with it, and every minute with those kids and the relationships we built. It was awesome. All right, so we're going to start with our first award, is the Coaches Award. Now, this boy last year, he didn't play. He was just a manager. He didn't want to try out. I don't think he had the confidence to try out. This year, he came in strong. He tried out, and turns out he he could play. And for some reason, he didn't want to last year, but he came in this year, and he just does everything for us. So Sean Lewis is our Coach's Award recipient, and Sean, anything you asked for him to do, he was always early, stay late, help clean up. He would do anything you wanted him to do. He was just a really good kid and great person to have on the team and a great basketball player. Our most improved goes to another kid that did not play last year, Brandon Schroeder. So during tryouts, we saw him had a lot of potential. He would hustle and try really hard and go after everything and do those little things that don't show up in the scorebook. But as the season progressed, he definitely got stronger underneath the basket, definitely started scoring more, definitely started being more aggressive, and was very vital to our season. Our MVP, sixth grader, he was a leader out there on the court. Somebody, if I needed a play to be called, I could yell out there to him, and then he would get everybody into it. Goes to Tommy Elrod. He was a little versatile on the court. Would bring the ball up sometimes, would shoot when we needed him to shoot, would help us get into plays, and would be aggressive when we needed him to be aggressive. Congratulations to those recipients of the awards. Again, I enjoyed this season. It was a lot of fun. I can't wait till next year to see those guys go to varsity, see some of those guys back on JV. It's going to be a lot of fun. Thank you, guys.
The awards for cheerleading are Most Improved, Ava Stripling. Coach's Award goes to Elizabeth Smith. And the MVP goes to Desiree Terrell. Yay!
Our boys cross country season this year was going to plan until injuries hit. And we had a couple boys who ended up missing the majority of the season due to injuries. This was unfortunate in some cases, as these boys did not get to run, but we had other boys step up throughout the season. In the case of our most improved runner this year, this is one of those boys who stepped up. At the start of the season, he was borderline for top 10, meaning borderline for the varsity runners for the county meet. By the time we got to the county meet, he had solidified his spot as someone in the top 10 who not only was going to be top 10 for us, but had a chance to be one of our top 5 runners for scoring. That runner was Brooks Basong. For the Coach's Award, this runner and I would say different things about his cross-country career at Wiley. I will say that he survived me. He will say he put up with me. But through 3 years, he kept working hard. He did everything that we, the coaches, asked. And the most important thing was he learned how to run his race and not try to take off and win in the first 50 feet. This year's Coach's Award goes to Will Baldwin. And for our Runner of the Year, anyone on the team will know who this is before I even say it. He is arguably the best distance runner in school history. And because we did not get to have a track season, that is still up in the air if he is number 1 or number 2. I think he would have been number 1. The other sad thing about not having his track season is he did not get to prove that he not only is one of the best runners in the state, but would have been one of the best 3 middle school runners this county has ever had. He has the school record for cross country, and that is Benjamin Mills-Tarmy.
At this time, we'll have our volleyball awards. MVP, Fiona Calhoun. Most Improved, Katie Cox. And the Coach's Award, Lauren Berrigan.
Good evening, Wiley Wolverines. This is your one and only Coach Bell, and I just want to take a few moments to recognize my players that I was honored to have on my teams this year. Boys volleyball, what can I say? I had the best group of guys that had never played volleyball before come out and show Wiley, not only just Wiley, but the school system, how you can bond together to create a team that not only had brotherhood, but also showed that they were competitive and, just ready for the game. So for my MVP for boys volleyball, I have Landon Suber. My coach's award goes to Caleb Paul, and my most improved was Amar Lumpkin. For my JV girls, excuse me, they were another group of girls that were all sixth graders. Some of them have never played an organized sport of basketball before, but they had the general idea of what it was to play basketball. JV basketball, I loved coaching JV basketball. And when I had to leave because of another job, they still showed Miss Scott that they were able to become a great team. Even though we did not win as many games as we wanted to, but we did have a great time with this particular sport. So my MVP for girls basketball JV is Katie Cox. My coach's award goes to Miss Kendall Frost, and my most improved was Helen Wilson. But what I will tell you guys that both teams that I coached this year were awesome. They loved every bit of the sport and the coaching aspect. Not only did they say, Miss Bell, you did a great job coaching us, but you showed that you did love us and the sport as well. So I am so sorry that, we weren't able to give out these awards in person, but I'm honored to be able to speak on behalf of my boys volleyball team and the girls volleyball team. And I hope you guys have a great summer, and I will be back next year to coach an awesome group of boys and girls. Thank you so very much, and be blessed.
This time we'll acknowledge our student athletes of the year. Our female student athlete of the year will be Chandler Welsh. Our male student athlete of the year will be Benjamin Mills Tarmy. Congratulations.